I made this Shrek shirt as a bit, but I realized you can't even see it on camera. This is what it looks like. You're just gonna have to imagine it from now on. So last summer, I was invited to a Shrek-themed party. There was a whole Excel sheet where you could choose which character you would attend as. I thought long and hard which character would perfectly suit me. And then, the one I chose was none other than Rumplestiltskin. I decided I would choose the version where he has his anger wig. Because obviously, me being the cosplayer of the group, I had to go above and beyond to make an amazing outfit for this party. And what better way to do it than make a huge gravity-defying wig from scratch. And I mean from scratch. Completely from scratch. So I remember the method that I saw long ago where someone made hair using yarn, and I had that stored in the back of my mind just in case I would need it for a project. And this was the perfect time to do it. It was summer. I was sick as hell and I couldn't go anywhere, so I was pretty much stuck in my house for like a month with nothing to do. But thankfully, I had this project to work on, so I could spend endless hours just making wefts from scratch. It took some time to figure out the most efficient way to do this, but I did eventually come up with a method that I will share with you now. So obviously, first you need a lot of yarn. I think in the end I used like 7 or 8 bundles of yarn. So I wrapped it around these 2 sticks so that I could get these long pieces of yarn. I took them off, cut them at the end, and then I straightened all of those pieces with a hair straightener. Once I did that, I tied all of these pieces onto a barbecue skewer and proceeded to brush them out with this type of pet brush. There was a lot of brushing, and once I finished brushing these sections, then I once again straightened them with a hair straightener. For the base of the wig, I had to sacrifice an old wig that I had. I chopped off all of the hair and doused the whole thing in hot glue. Then I made this wire structure on top of it and covered it all in tape. So when I made that structure, I put it on my head, and this is approximately how big it will be. I wanted there to be a nice base that I could stick the wefts onto, so I took all of the fluff that I had from brushing all the wefts, and there was a lot, believe me. I took all of that and I glued it onto the base, and after that I covered the whole thing with PVA glue. Once it dried, I had a nice and hard shell that I could stick the wefts onto. Once I started adding the wefts, I quickly realized that I did not have nearly enough, and I would have to buy even more yarn and make even more wefts. Which I did, and which again took a long time. But it's kind of a relaxing process since it's a lot of the same action, so you can just put on a show in the background and just do this chilling, not having to think too much about it. So I made some more wefts, and then I proceeded to continue gluing them onto the base. And that's pretty much the whole process of the wig. It's nothing difficult, just it does take a long time. If you're gonna make something like this, definitely don't expect it to be super fast and super easy. It is very long and very tedious, but I think the end result is very much worth it. I didn't plan to make the outfit from scratch. I just looked at what I had in my own closet or in my mom's closet and put the outfit together that way. One thing I did have made from scratch was the boots, which my mom made from felt and felted them. So I had these beautiful looking slippers in the end. And with that, Rumpelstiltskin was ready to steal the show. This was such a fun project to work on. It was really amazing to see all the reactions from the people who saw me. It was awesome. It was also really great to see everyone else in their Shrek costumes. It was a really, really fun party. Thank you, Olive. Thank you, Alice, for inviting me to this and being able to make something like this. Pictures turned out great. I am so happy with it. I don't know why it took me like more than half a year to finally make this video, but here it is. Here is the process. I hope you got something from it. I hope maybe if you ever want to make something similar or make wefts from yarn, now you know how to make it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. But But that is it for me from now. What? But that's it. What? But that is it from me for now. But that is it from me for now. I have 2 other videos that I will be recording after this one, so they'll be coming out in probably a week after this one. So one after a week, then another after a week, just so we space them out a little bit. I know I was gone for a year, but now I actually have some content. So there will be something to watch. If you enjoy my videos or this video so far, then please consider subscribing. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram, where I post a little bit more often. So I'd be really happy if you would go and check those out. But for now, thank you for watching and see you soon.
Oh.
Okay.
Mr. Worldwide.
Lobby.
Mr.
Guys,
Worldwide.
Hey, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305.
Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305.
If you do not give me an uppy, I will piss all over your feet.
we're coming.